Crackheads, welcome back to another episode of the Kraken Cans Podcast, where we talk cryptids, urban legends, and all things spooky.
Spooky!
And tonight we got a topic that both of us have been looking forward to since, I don't know, episode 4 or 5, early on in this thing.
Vietnam.
Yeah. Since Nam.
Nam.
But I am Corey, that's Corey with an E, sitting here, Mike.
With a C.
With a C. And he's presenting today's topic, and it's going to be a freaking banger.
It's going to make the board. I'm calling it right now. This is a board-worthy topic. There are plenty of topics that you research and you realize, yeah, they're not going to make the top 10 for the cast. This one's, it's going to be there.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I knew that. As soon as I heard about this thing, I knew it was going to make the board.
We haven't had one since Dybbuk box?
Yeah, it's been a while.
We're never going to be able to get the marker off our
We're
board.
going to buy a new board.
Yeah, just throw it out and start over.
Paint over it.
Yeah, that's going to suck.
Yeah.
It'd be something good for you to do, though.
Before we dig into this, though,
okay.
Can we do a Tough Mudder check-in? Because I got that coming up.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
And then we'll talk about my toe.
Okay. Well, not much to talk about as far as the Tough Mudder training goes, because
I like how it's like, let's do a Tough Mudder check-in. All right, let's do it. It's not good.
It's not good. It's not good. Yeah. I actually looked up the other day. I typed it in on the old Google. I'm like, can you walk a Tough Mudder? And yeah, you could walk it.
Good.
There's no time limit.
Good.
But the real reason, like, I was doing good physical, like getting ready for all that stuff.
Don't blame your elbow.
It's not my elbow. It's close to my elbow.
Dude, I feel like you're pointing to the inside of your elbow. It's
Yeah.
not my elbow, but it's this inside
It's
part
like
of the elbow.
the back,
The back. Yeah. Like cat scurrying across here.
Yeah, but when this episode comes out, I'm trying to think if
No.
no.
We have another one. We'll get one more update before.
Yeah, but the
before you
next
get to
update will be.
Well,
like,
yeah, but then we'll record afterwards.
Yeah. All right.
People won't know.
They won't know.
The timeline's all messed up. We live in like an alternate reality from everybody out there.
But yeah, my wife is still training. She's doing a good job, and right now I'm just focused on the beer at the end. So I gave up on everything else.
And while you're doing that, I'll be sitting on my couch drinking a beer that I will look forward to.
Drink one for me, because I might blow an ACL. I might blow. I don't know. I might
blow an ACL.
I don't know, dude. It's not gonna be good.
I'll trade for you in Dynasty if you blow an ACL.
Just put me on the IR.
Yeah, I'll trade for you.
I'll trade for you.
I'll offer you a second.
All right. Yeah, but yeah, that's where we're at. So.
But yeah, and I have to comment. We're on the way here. This was officially flannel weather season. October is upon us. It was chilly. Almost put long pants on, but that's ridiculous. That'd be crazy. Yeah, you had them on. They're looking fine.
Oh, hell yeah.
We went on a little family walk tonight.
We did.
Yeah, and those pants are looking fine. I even commented.
You did. Yeah.
Asked you if you had your fancy pants on.
I did, yeah. Yeah. They're my work pants.
My daughter calls me fancy pants.
Fancy pants.
I can't remember. I had a pair of pants on the other day. I don't even think they were fancy pants at all. They were just like jeans. Oh, we got our fancy pants on today. Okay. I guess so. That's how much she's used to seeing me in athletic shorts and sweatpants.
So what about your toe?
It's doing fine. I just like to let people know it's still
there.
there. It's still there, yeah.
Still hanging on, baby.
Still hanging on.
Little piggy didn't go to the market.
Not yet. Just about, though.
Almost.
Just a freaking bout. It's hanging on by skin.
He went, but then he's like, nope.
The butcher had his turn around and leave. No way. People ain't buying that stuff.
Yeah.
Not in my shop.
Maybe in China.
China, maybe. But are you ready?
I'm ready. What beer?
For the brewskis?
Yeah, what we got? I know what we got. I see it.
Yeah. You've already drank half. Yeah.
But the people need to know. What do we got?
All right, people. Today we have a beer from Rusty Rail Brewing Company. This is a pumpkin latte IPA with the title Resting Witch Face. And there's a couple reasons why I picked this. One of the main things is just the name, Resting Witch Face. The spirit that we're going to be talking about today, the Bell Witch, is essentially just a resting witch. A witch that is always there, ever present. always near the property. The other thing I was thinking about when I was thinking of resting witch face is, sometimes people have like a resting bitch face.
Mm-hmm.
They look really cranky, but they're really nice people.
I get that comment a lot.
Yeah. You do?
I have.
Okay.
In college.
Okay.
Yeah. I walked into the class. It was like freshman year of college. My math class that I was taking. It was probably like the second day of class. What?
Did you say math?
Math.
Okay.
No, there was definitely a
Okay.
TH in there.
That's cool.
No PH.
Sometimes I feel like I hear the F's.
I know. I remember I go in there. I sit down. It's like the second day of class. I sit down, and it was like right before class started. This chick looked over at me that was next to me. She's like,
You hot.
no, she's like,
Oh.
why do you just look so fucking miserable all the time? I'm like, I don't know.
It's because me and you weren't hanging out all the time then.
I know. I'm
That's
like,
what it is.
I don't know.
You were miserable up till like a year and a half ago when we started this podcast.
Oh, now look at me.
Now look at you.
Got the grays coming in.
Grace coming in. The elbows a throbbing. Life's good. But anyways, with the resting bitch face, there are actually stories of this entity, the witch, maybe not always being as mean as she comes off to be. There's some stories where she took care of people in the family.
Well, this one could take care of me.
This is a cartoon drawing of a green witch.
She's showing a little bit of something, though.
I mean, she's busty for sure. But yeah, that's what I got for the beer. Shall we cheers, or do you have something?
No, did you say give it the old 6% ABV?
It is a 6%. Yeah, I'd give you more details on it. I scoured the internet. There's like no details. We're going to be the first people to give details on it right now.
Yeah, pumpkin latte. You might have already said that, but just repeating that.
Yep.
Pumpkin latte IPA, 6% ABV. Ready to drink this son of a bitch right down the hatch.
That big mug you have scares me. I'm
Dude,
scared to tap
this thing
it.
could break some glass.
This is really good, though, I think. I think it has a good pumpkin flavor up front. It has a little bit of that like creamy, milky latte taste up front, but then it hits with the bitter at the end.
Yeah, I can really feel like in the back of the palate, you can really get like the spicy, like I feel like there's kind of like some like caramel or like cinnamon or something.
A little
in there.
nutmeg.
Like, yeah, nutmeg.
Yeah, so I get in a lot of these little nutmeg. Yeah, this is good. I've been striking out with a couple pumpkin beers lately.
I need to get my double zombies. I still haven't gotten it. I almost bought it today, but I already bought some other stuff. I'm like, I can't throw it in the basket.
I almost went with double zombies the other day, but I got a Master Pumpkin from Trogs.
Yeah.
It just doesn't hit the same.
No.
Zombies is better.
It is.
There's just a little bit too spicy.
Yeah.
Too much of that
like
pumpkin
it's good,
spicy.
but like it's not my favorite pumpkin
No.
beer.
I feel like it changes just a little bit every year, too.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, this is a good pumpkin beer.
Yeah,
Rusty
it's good.
Rail, resting witch face. The can art is very pretty. This seems like this would be like Corey would like this can art.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw the can art and I thought of you.
I like it.
Yeah. So with that, Corey,
Let's go.
Bell Witch. All right, Corey, before we get too much into the episode, I want to dive into a couple of sources we used. I used the bellwitch.org, our own website. I used All Things Interesting.
Ooh, that's one of our
Yeah,
faves.
it's one of our faves.
That's friends of the cast.
I used legendsofamerica.com.
Legend of Zelda, baby.
And I used... That's it. That's what I used.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know why I'm continuing.
Well, all that's interesting pretty much covers it all.
It does. It's interesting, and it's everything.
Yeah.
It's all-encompassing. So, Corey, I'm going to take you back to the beginning.
That's where I like to start.
Back before man ever stepped foot on this earth. Before Earth was a thing. But no, I'm not going that far back. I'm going back to the beginning of the 1800s. There was a family, the Bell family, hence the name the Bell Witch, moved from North Carolina to... Are you taking notes on that already? Bells. You're just writing bells so you remember.
Huh?
Bell family did. So they were moving from North Carolina to the fertile farmland of Red River Bottomlands, located near Robinson County, Tennessee.
I was going to say Tennessee.
We talked about it like 2 episodes ago.
The Red River or whatever, right? Or
yeah.
whatever.
Well, we talked in the Reddit story. That was that.
Oh, okay. Somehow, like my brain remembered
Yeah.
like Tennessee, Red River, booing.
Rivalry.
Yeah.
That's this weekend. Texas versus Oklahoma college football.
Ah.
Anyways, Doesn't have anything to do with Tennessee, but
No.
still. It's the Red River rivalry. So John Bell, the leader of the Bell family, quickly established himself, buying land and ultimately owning over 320 acres, clearing it all off and ready to farm. Now, when we talk John Bell, this dude was a stand-up citizen. You think when they moved to the Red River at this time, there's not really a town there. They're building a town as they go.
Yeah.
He's a very well-respected person in this town. He is an elder at his local church. He is the guy that he just helps everybody. And being on the Red River, there's a lot of people that are on boats coming through there and just use the river for travel. And he's kind of just a friend to all.
He's like the Walmart greeter. He's like giving everybody stickers as they float by.
But he's doing more though.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, stickers are cool.
Yeah.
He might be giving people stickers. I don't know.
Probably just high fives.
And that reminds me, if you guys want to get a sticker, make sure to give us a 5-star review. Send us an email. And we'll shoot you some free stickers in the mail.
Yeah, if you do it now, maybe you'll get an extra one.
You might. I'll give 3.
Yeah.
For a fee. But yeah, like I said, he was an elder of the church, very well respected. John Bell was he's interesting, though. See, he married his wife, Lucy, when she was only 12 years old.
Dude, I was going to say, he probably married like a 10-year-old.
12 years old while he was in his early 30s. He's like our age.
It's like Leonardo DiCaprio-esque.
Oh, hell yeah. That son of a bitch. But together they built a large family, 9 children, with 3 more born after they settled in Tennessee.
So 12 children?
I don't, dude, it was so hard to figure out the children.
They just had a lot of children.
They had a lot of children.
Okay.
I don't know. I looked at it's like 12 to 48 to 9 to 6. I don't know.
Lots of children.
On the surface, the Bells were living the American dream. They were prosperous, generous, and respected. Being on the Red River. So given their status, it seems strange that anyone would target them. But something did, Corey. An entity, a spirit, or maybe just an angry neighbor. And it all started when John Bell saw a creature in one of his cornfields. This strange force, when it first arrived to the Bell family, it didn't arrive at the house per se, but it arrived in the form of this giant black dog, which if you notice, black dogs are associated a lot with this kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like, especially with Native American stuff, which we'll get into later, there is some Native American things going on here. But this black dog appeared up in a field. The thing with the black dog was, it was all messed up. So imagine this dog where instead of it being on all fours like a normal dog, it's almost like its bones were all broken and reset into like weird contorted positions. And the best part about this dog was its head. It didn't have the head of a dog. Had the body of a big black dog, the fur, all that. What did it have the head of? Take a guess.
A goat.
You're not far off. It was a freaking rabbit.
Oh.
Which in my brain, I just see that this rabbit's head is just a normal sized rabbit's head, though.
Yeah,
so
that's what
just on this giant like black
like
dog
the
of
dude
a body.
from Men in Black with the little head.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I picture.
Yeah.
So, which makes it worse in my mind to just see this creepy ass thing. So he did at that time the only thing he could think to do.
So how often did he see this thing?
This was the first time.
Oh,
the first and only time he saw this thing. He whipped out his gun and just blasted.
He started blasting.
And I guess he was a pretty good shot. He, this dude hunted for a living, hunted his way from North Carolina all the way to Tennessee at this time.
Hell yeah.
The thing took off, ran through the clearing into a wood patch. He went up to the cornfield where he knew it was sitting. No sign of it. The corn wasn't even messed up where anything ran through the field.
So was this thing like...
There's no footprints, no nothing.
So was this thing like baiting him?
I don't know. I don't...
Yeah.
It's almost like this thing was just letting him know that it has arrived. That's the way I took it. Because you think when...
Because this was how long after they got there?
This was probably like a year or so after they got there. They're all settled in. Their home's built. He's actively farming the land. But you got to think, a lot of this farmland he had to clear, kind of take care of all that. Could he have been disturbing some graves as he was doing it?
Yeah.
There's a possibility. But this first sighting, which with the weird bunny-headed dog contorted creature thing. That's the beginning. And after he saw this thing and shot at it, that night is where the story really begins within the home. See, after dinner, the whole family settled down for the night. They began to hear knocking all over their house, just this little faint knocking.
Wasn't there another story you went over like
this? Yeah, the Reddit story by the Bell Witch
the
thing.
one by that. Okay,
like,
yeah.
But so the first night, it was just this soft knocking, and John ran outside to just see if anybody's out there, see if anybody's screwing with him, what it was. Got outside, nothing. As soon as he would get in, lay back in bed, that slow knocking would pick up again. So his family didn't sleep very good that night, obviously, because they think somebody's outside their house. A creature, a person. John really thinks it's one of the neighbors or somebody messing with him. So he tells his whole entire family, look, don't tell anybody what's going on in our house. Because if it's somebody pranking us, I don't want to give them the satisfaction of them knowing that it's really bothering us every night. So his family just kept all this to himself. And the next night, the night after that, the night after that, the knocking just continued, but it kept getting louder and louder and louder.
And this would go like all night long?
Yes, all night. Like they were not getting much sleep. They were not getting much sleep. It was just messing with the entire family's morale. This part of it seems like when the spirit finally came into the home. So all the kids, a bunch of the kids shared a room together. They were sleeping one night. They kind of learned to sleep through the knocking. And the knocking wasn't just a constant thing. You know what I mean? It wasn't just knock, 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 knock.
That's what I pictured, just knock, knock, knock all night.
You know, it'd be like knock, 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 dead quiet. Then maybe like 45
like as soon as they
minutes
fall
later,
asleep,
knock, 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 knock,
all right,
knock,
wake back up, motherfuckers.
2 hours later, knock, 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 knock. So
dude, that would suck.
Yeah. But so with all the children sharing a room, they were all laying in bed and they heard what they would describe as it sounded like a rat chewing the bedpost. This noise. Which I'm sure they had rats back then, you know, you're forever ago. The boys get up to investigate. They grab their little
shotguns.
Well, no, their candle, so they could see. I don't think they grabbed a shotgun.
They shot babies how to. They taught babies how to shoot back then.
They shot babies out of cannons back then. It was crazy.
Yeah, they give no shits.
So the kids got up. They looked at all their furniture, and there was no markings on any of the legs or anything like that. That anything was chewing on this. Lay back down. As soon as the candle goes out, they fall asleep. They can hear something chewing again. Chewing. Like it's trying to chew through the floor.
Yeah.
All night this happened. Up and down, up and down, up and down.
They actually thought it was like
they thought it was a rat.
Mice or rats
they thought it was
or whatever,
a rat chewing. Yeah. Never found anything. So now we have the knocking. We have this weird rat chewing. Now they go to bed a couple nights later, and they kind of got used to hearing this chewing. Well, instead of hearing this chewing, they hear somebody gasping for air. Kind of gagging. Gasping for air, like directly under their bed. Like a... like it's like something's being awoken. Something's just trying to... I don't know. It sounds insane. They all jump up, run to their parents' room. The parents check everything out. There's nothing. As soon as that noise happened, a couple of days later, now they're sleeping in bed. All of a sudden, their covers are being yanked off of them in the middle of the night.
So it's like progressing.
Yeah. Next thing they know, their legs are getting pulled at night. They're getting yanked out of bed. And everything really starts to focus on John Bell and his 12-year-old daughter, Betsy Bell.
The Bell Witch.
She's not the Bell Witch.
Not yet.
No, she's getting like slapped and stuff like that. Like she wakes up with like handprints on her face and stuff.
Oh.
Where she looks like she's getting beat in the middle of the night.
Damn.
Scratch, slap, shoved. John insists. He just keeps telling the family, y'all don't tell anybody because someone's messing with us. I don't know what he's. I don't know.
Like,
yeah. Dude, he's like this is a broken man.
I'm gonna figure this out. Nobody's saying that's like me, dude. When I go to the grocery store or go somewhere and you're looking for something specific, and then your wife's like, just ask, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna ask. I'm gonna find this on my own.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Exact same thing. Yeah. He wouldn't ask that Bell Witch where the bread was. Not worth it. Do you know at our grocery store? You know, they have fresh loaves of bread. You can ask them to cut it.
Oh.
They got this big giant cutter. It's like,
have you tried it?
No, but I saw it used and I kind of want to.
Is that how you knew? You're like, oh shit, I didn't know I could do that.
I saw a video on YouTube of, I guess there's like places in the city where they make fresh loaves of bread and they just have this machine that you set your loaf in and just say how you want it cut, and it just cuts it up. Because I watched the guy put it in the wrong way. So he put it in long ways, so it cut all the bread long ways. So it's like, I hope you like a long sandwich now, bud.
It's because they're not used to using that machine, so that dude didn't know.
No, he had no idea.
He's like, oh, shit.
I would have done the same thing.
Nobody ever asked me to use this.
Well, it'd be like you and me go to buy a loaf of bread, and it's just right there for us to use.
Oh, shit.
Which is even worse.
That's bad. I thought you meant the worker.
No. And the way he like put it in there, and it cut, it's like I would have 1,000% put it in that same way. It was not like he did this huge blunder. It made total sense how he put it in. It looked like that's how you lay it. Anyways, cutting
That's
bread.
funny.
So at first, this really seemed like just a typical haunting that we've talked about on this show. Kind of reminds me of what was the Tallmans? Reminded me of them. Little demon house in there.
The Wyricks, maybe. Probably the Wyricks, the one I talked about.
When did we talk about them?
Recently.
Dang, I forget that already.
They were the ones, hold on, let me flip through my head real quick.
They sound Irish.
It was the, how do you Wyrick? It was the one I did before the Tallmans. It was the one I did after you did the
Black Monk.
Yeah.
The Imaginary Friends episode.
Yeah.
There we go. Like I said, it seemed like a typical haunting. But that's when things started taking a little bit of a different turn, Corey. Whispers started. Fate and almost you, dude. That's how I picture it, which I think freaks me out. Just like little, like, talking real fast and frantic whispers.
I know, like, we've done some episodes where, like, I think it might have been, like the Lake Shawnee one where you could just hear, like, whispering in the woods.
Yeah, dude.
It's, like, all around you.
Yeah,
like, that freaks me out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this entity just started to speak.
Hello.
Exactly. Answer questions. Dude, this thing, like, the whisper was no more. It started to form clear sentences. Coming from everywhere. Coming from walls, ceiling, even thin air. The voice of a female. Soft, but filled with emotion. Sometimes calm, and sometimes furious. The family would ask questions out loud, and the voice would answer. What are you doing here?
Wiping my ass.
None of your damn business.
Dude, I think, like, so, like, with this whole situation so far, it sounds like this entity was, like, being born.
It kinda, yeah.
Like, in the beginning with all the knocks and stuff, it's, like, trying to get out of the womb.
Yeah.
Like, trying to get its way out of the womb, and then it comes out, and then, like, it starts, like, you know, crawling and shit, because that's what babies do, and then it starts learning how to walk. That's when it starts pulling on shit and pulling the covers off, and now, oh shit, learned how to talk.
Now it's talking.
Yeah, that's...
Dude, like, Look Who's Talking 2.
Me?
That's a good movie.
Oh.
No, 2. Not 2. 2.
I thought you meant 2,
No,
like
2.
me.
No, 2. So the family asked questions, and the voice would answer. The entity introduced itself as Kate, claiming to be a spirit who once lived nearby. Bad sign.
Yeah, it's not good.
Bad sign when it's starting to tell you its name. Like, friend me, call me Kate, no big deal. Bad. That's not good.
No, not good.
Have you ever heard any of these hauntings where they're just like, yeah, that's where Ed lives? And then you go in there and it's like, oh, so what's Ed do? Oh, Ed will usually just punch you and kick you, and sometimes he'll light your hair on fire, and he's fine. It's like, what? How does that know?
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that this spirit not named Kate.
Yeah.
Quarantina.
Yeah.
Or some, like, demon name.
Well, it's interesting that she said her name was Kate, because there was a Kate Bates, a neighbor that lived right down the road from John Bell, that she claims that John Bell had actually cheated her over on a land deal.
Oh.
What I found was really, really interesting about this neighbor, they said she was really weird. So she had this extensive vocabulary. She would use these really big words, but she would always use them wrong. Kind of like you.
At least she's trying. Like, yeah. I try.
I see nothing wrong with this.
As long as you're trying.
I don't understand why that makes somebody weird.
You know, I hit 1 out of every 10 right.
Yeah.
It works.
But so could you? And they just said she was odd to begin with. She was a widow. Her husband had died forever ago.
So she died in the last year?
No, she's still alive.
Oh, I thought you meant the spirit.
Yeah, no, this woman's still alive.
Oh.
Yeah. But they wonder if it's something she conjured up. So word spread quickly about this Kate. See, because this Kate would mock the family. She would laugh at their prayers. one of the creepiest things that she would do is she would just sing hymns in the house. Could you imagine? Oh, me, sing grace. You're just eating dinner and this thing's just singing.
No,
It would recite Bible verses, then start cursing afterwards.
so it's like possessed.
How's this thing not demonic?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, it just seems like it just makes fun of
Yeah, it's making
when you actually like when you dive into some of like the biblical verses. That's one of the demons are supposed to be well versed in the Bible because they like to use that as a weapon. You know, there's a lot of things in this story, and when I say the Bell Witch is a term they use for kind of like the ghost spirits, the unknown back at this time too. So it might not necessarily be a witch. It could be a ghost, whatever.
So you'll probably go over this, but there's no like, the witch isn't called like her name's not the Bell Witch. It's like the witch that like terrorized this Bell family.
She's just the Bell Witch. That's kind of what she's known as.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. Could
I'm
you
not
imagine,
happy.
Imagine having the Corey Witch.
No.
What about the Sandwich?
The sandwich? I could eat a
Yeah,
sandwich.
I'd be good with that.
No.
A little bit of bologna and cheese.
Yeah, Cooper cheese.
I do like Cooper.
Oh, that's all we buy.
That's the best on mac and cheese.
Ooh,
So my mom always made mac and cheese with
fucking Cooper cheese, God.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah, I thought it was named after my friend Cody.
I can
Growing
see
up.
that. I can see that. It adds up.
Yeah.
So word spread quickly. Neighbors came to hear her, and people would actually come to visit. Neighbors were coming to stay at the house to try and comfort the family, but almost all of them would be run out. They'd be scared to death. This witch would just run everybody out because the witch she wouldn't just answer questions. She was starting to predict events around the town that were going to happen.
And she was just at this house like all the time.
Seems that way.
Like she's just over there on the couch.
But it also seems like she's like omnipresent because there are times. So I don't think I wrote about this one. This is one, I'll get into it. This guy that was a quote unquote witch hunter, he came to the house. He told him that he could rid him of this witch. The witch was communicating with him in his mother's voice. And then was actually sending messages from him back to his mother like 1,000 miles away where he lived, or 500 miles away. She was going to their house. The reason that he left is because his mom demanded him to come home because she was getting scared that this witch kept visiting her every night, talking in her son's voice and giving her messages.
That's how the cell phone was invented.
Is that how it was, the Bell Witch?
I think so.
Dude, son of a bitch. Why is she not getting any money for this? And she knew things that nobody else could know. She knew private conversations that happened miles and miles away. She was super aware, and she was super intelligent. And at this point, she's super freaking scary.
Hell yeah, dude. She's like
Hell yeah.
Santa Claus.
She is Santa Claus.
She knows everything.
There's a couple pretty good stories about the Bell Witch. There's one I wanted to add, and I realized I just forgot. But I got it off memory.
He's got it in his mind, folks.
One of the Bell children actually fought with Andrew Jackson during I think it was the War of New Orleans. And he became friends with Andrew Jackson. This is before Andrew Jackson became a president. Andrew Jackson loaded up and brought his troops, his crony, and all that. He started bringing them to the Bell family when he heard about this rumor. He got to a certain point. All the wheels on all their wagons that are being pulled by horse, they lock up. They won't go any further. Their men are trying to push it, and all of a sudden they hear this voice that basically said, I did it. Looking around, because what the hell was that? So they have to camp outside. They don't even get to the home. They camp out outside. He brought a witch hunter with him. I guess this witch hunter was just kind of a real douchebag. Going around telling him about how great he is. He did this, he did that. Andrew Jackson made the remark, not meanly or whatever, but he kind of looked at one of his friends. He's like, man, I wish this Bell Witch would take care of this guy. Like, I'm sick of hearing him. They said you heard a laughter, and all of a sudden, this dude just started getting the shit kicked out of him. By an unseen force. Bruised, dragged, beaten, all that kind of stuff. To the point where he just turned around and ran, he ran and wouldn't stop, like Forrest Gumped it out of there. Just shit. Forrest Gump, just as fast as he could, grabbing air to get out of there as quick as he could go.
Freaking witch hunter.
Andrew Jackson packed up, said thank you, no thank you, and he headed on home. Ended up becoming a future president. So there are crazy, crazy stories of this Bell Witch like that. This story that I'm going to tell you right now is the absolute freaking scariest story I may have ever heard.
Oh, shit.
And you're going to have to wait for it because we're going to head on a beer break right now.
Beer break.
All right, we're back from the beer break. Corey, you ready for story time?
I've never been more ready.
All right, so imagine, well, you don't have to imagine. I'm just going to tell you the story. Esther Bell, which was one of the Bell kids, she walked out of the house, went over to the chicken coop where they kept the chickens to get the eggs. When she got halfway over to the chicken coop, she looked down this road, and she kind of saw this woman in all black just walking up the road. Just real slow, real just ch, 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 ch. All her hair was down in front of her face. She couldn't really see her.
That's not good.
Which is odd around this time because they knew most of their neighbors and everything, but they still had the occasional visitor and stuff, so she didn't really think too much of it.
That was before The Ring. So nobody...
Dude, super Ring vibes.
That's what I'm saying.
Big time Ring, because they said it was long black hair.
It was pre-Ring, so they didn't know The Ring yet.
Yeah, but I think The Ring could be based off this.
Yeah.
So she gets the eggs, she comes out of the coop, and she noticed that the woman is closer. She also notices that the woman all of a sudden just started like running her fingers through her hair. But she's hearing this noise as she's running her fingers through her hair that she thinks is really weird. She realizes what this noise she hears is this woman yanking her hair out of her scalp. Just throwing it on the ground. Just ripping. The sound of ripping hair coming out of her
I couldn't even
head.
imagine what the fuck that would sound like.
So it's just, I always, you know when you're brushing your hair and you just kind of feel it like within your head, like that when you hit a knot?
Not so much my hair, but my beard.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You just imagine how loud does it have to be to hear somebody just ripping hair out of their head. Freaks her out. She realizes that she's just staring at this woman doing this. And at this time, the woman made eye contact with her and just started walking right to her, still just ripping the hair out of her freaking head. So Esther turns around, runs as fast as she can run into the house, goes and gets her sister, and she said, there's a woman outside that is ripping her hair out in the freaking road, and I don't know. Her and her sister go to the window, they look out the window, and here she is climbing over their fence into their yard. But now she has 3 little children in white behind her just following around, like frolicking behind her. They head over to this little grove or this group of trees, and all 4 of them just climb a different tree. And as they're in the tree, they start rocking back and forth. The whole tree's shaking back and forth like this huge wind's picking it up. It's just rocking and rocking. She runs. She goes and gets her husband. She's married at the time. She gets her husband. He comes up. He looks out the window, and he just said, man, that is weird. And she goes, what do you mean that's weird? Do you see her? No, but I see the trees rocking. She goes, you don't see that woman in the trees right now? There's no woman in the trees. There's no kids in the trees. There's nobody there. But the trees are really rocking, like the wind's really blowing through them. They get out of the window. They run outside. They go back to the grove, and everything is completely still. It's like nothing happened back there. So now all of a sudden, right, my thought goes, the Bell Witch wasn't just haunting the house. She was roaming the freaking countryside, appearing at will wherever and whenever she wants to.
Damn.
Dude,
That's her land.
It's her land.
She was there first.
Dude, that story just freaking ripping out her hair.
Yeah.
I don't know. The trees swaying, all of it just gives me I don't know, dude. It freaks me out. What do you think?
Dude, I'm still trying to process it.
Dude, it's a lot.
It's... Because, yeah, I picture the ring, and then you said about a couple other, little...
Like, demons spawn.
Pop out.
I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe this bitch was ripping out her hair. When she threw her hair down, that's when it sprouted.
She's planting her hair.
Yeah, she's planting these demon spawns. Just fucking
little pigment planted.
Yeah, boink. Every one she threw, this boink, another one popped out.
Boink. Dude, I don't know, man.
That's
And just the tree swaying freaks me out,
and
too.
how like the husband couldn't see him.
Because I just picture them in the tree sway, and they're just laughing. They're having a wonderful time just staring right up at these two in the window.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing, you know?
I picture him having a good time and stuff, swinging, but I picture them like not smiling,
Yeah.
just like mean mugging them as they're doing it.
Man. But there are other accounts. You know, I talked earlier about how the neighbors and stuff would visit. They would typically, every time people came over, doors would slam shut, chairs and trunks would just move on their own, knocking, scratching, tapping from the walls. It just never ended. The witch would call visitors by name, mocking their prayer, and she would reveal their private information. One neighbor asked about the Bell family finances, which the witch gave the exact sum in John Bell's account. The exact number down to the penny to what that man owned. A visitor tried to pray for protection, and the witch recited Bible verses back at him, mocking him as it read them back. He fainted from fear, and when he woke up, the room was silent except for just a faint giggle from the witch. Another visitor awoke to the witch pulling back the covers, whispering, "Do you want to stay forever?" He fled immediately, which I don't blame him one bit. Some visitors returned repeatedly, testing her knowledge. She would always predict the minor events like I talked about earlier. She would tease them with riddles, and then sometimes she would just vanish completely, like she just had enough.
So was there anyone else in this town that was also experiencing like
It seemed like
occurrences with her?
everything was the center of the Bell family.
Yeah. I was just curious if the Bell family ever really blew this thing up, like in the city or the town, and like if any other families.
Yeah, I mean, they blew it up in the town, but I don't
you said like
think
people were coming over. And
yeah,
stuff
everybody
like that. Yeah.
would come to their house, but it seemed like she would stay there.
I mean, I guess they did have like what 300 some acres,
Yeah, 300,
So-
a little over 320.
which is a big piece of property. So even if this Bell witch, like, I don't know, roamed 300 acres or whatever that they
Yeah.
own, like, it makes sense why she wouldn't be going anywhere else.
And through these visits, it became clear the Bell Witch wasn't just haunting the Bell family. No, she was creating a legend in real time.
Like present day today,
Present day.
and she didn't even know it. Maybe
Didn't
she
even
did know
know
it.
it.
She probably did know it.
And that leads us to the death of John Bell.
Son of a bitch! She
Oh.
killed him.
Over time, the witch focused her attention on John Bell, whispering insults, mocking every single one of his prayers, and just cursing at him all the time.
You got a 2-inch wiener. Hee.
No, I don't. No,
Yes, you do.
no, I don't. And it's like, but John, she never lies.
She's never wrong.
Shut
She's-
up!
She's never wrong.
Shut up, woman!
And that's 2 inches hard.
Yeah.
John.
She'd call him Old Jack Bell and promise that she would end his life.
Oh.
And over time, his health deteriorated. He would get tremors, dizzy spells, and speech problems. They said when you would look at him, he would just gaze right past you.
Like he's looking at you, but looking through you.
Like he's gone.
Yeah.
He's just been tormented over the course of 2 or 3 years, just tormented.
It's only
almost
2 or
to
3.
death.
It's only 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, but every single day.
Yeah.
Every single day.
But yeah.
No matter what. By the winter of 1820, he was bedridden, slipping in and out of conscious.
How old was he at this time? Do we know like a rough estimate of his age?
I do not know that. But the witch's voice never stopped the whole time he slipped in and out.
Jesus.
One morning, John's son found his medicine had been replaced by a dark vial of unknown liquid.
Oh.
And they said when they opened this vial, it was like a blue-purple color. So they called a local doctor because they didn't know what to do. The doctor came over.
So you could identify like what it was?
Yeah, so he smelled it. He couldn't tell by the smell.
So he
But
tasted it and he
No,
died.
he smelled John's breath, and he could smell the medicine on John's breath. Now, nobody in the home had given him this medicine.
And he was bedridden.
And he was bedridden. He didn't get up and get it himself.
Yeah.
So what the doctor suggested was give it to an animal and see how the animal reacts. So, trigger warning here. They give it to the family cat. The family cat dies almost instantly from just a drop of this medicine hitting its tongue.
Damn, just a drop.
So they confronted the Bell Witch as to what it was, because a couple years earlier, the wife Lucy had actually been sick and bedridden, and they didn't know what to do to help her. They were trying everything when all of a sudden they heard the voice of the Bell Witch tell them exactly what medicine to give her. Upon giving it to her, she was miraculously healed. Up dancing the next day. So they asked the Bell Witch about it, and he said, I gave old Jack Bell a dose last night, and he'll never wake up.
Oh, fuck. Dude, this bitch, I know what she did. You know how when you go out in the woods and stuff, you see like blueberries and stuff, like the ones you can eat?
Snozzberries.
Yeah, the ones you can eat. Well, this bitch she's picking the ones that you can't eat. And I think she smushed a bunch of them up while she was giggling and stuff, and she made this stuff you can't eat.
Yeah.
And he ate it.
So they actually said the son was so angry when he heard this, he threw the vial on the ground. When it hit, it just poofed into a thing of smoke and was gone.
Oh.
There's no liquid left. Just poof, blue smoke. Poof. Little poof. Not a big poof.
So this is a liquid from like the underworld.
Or bear.
Who knows what kind of berries they got
berry.
down there?
Dingle.
Yeah.
So John Bell died on December 20th, 1820. Witnesses at the funeral claimed to hear the witch singing and laughing through the trees. For months afterwards, her presence lingered, speaking less but never gone. And that's when she gave the family her last message before she bid them farewell. She told the family she would return in 7 years.
Why 7 years?
Well, you fast forward 7 years, and John Bell Jr., the son of late John Bell, reported that the witch kept her word and appeared to him.
Like 7 years to the day?
I don't know if it was to the day or just, I don't know how.
I need to know.
Yeah. Unlike the terrifying activity of the first haunting, this time, she was said to be more conversational, not as malevolent. The two reported having a long discussion about the past, the present, and the future. During this talk, she told them that there was going to be a civil war within the United States. She told them that there was going to be a world war in the early 1900s, and that not long after that, there was going to be a second world war to follow that one.
She told John Jr. this.
John Jr. this, yeah. So, oh man, she just knows so much.
What do you do?
Man, I don't shit yourself.
Who's going to win the Super Bowl this year?
The Cincinnati Bengals with Joe Flacco. It's like, she don't know nothing.
Yeah, okay.
I'm calling BS there.
That shit happens.
So in the return after the 7 years, it lacked the violence and everything.
Because it was trying to catch up over the years.
It was.
It didn't want to jump right back into the violence.
So after a few weeks of her visit, she vanished and said she would return.
Don't tell me 7 more years.
In 107 years.
Oh, shit.
So these people don't care at that point. Like
that's we're, 1820s?
Yeah.
Did she come back?
So that would place her next return
I
in
swear,
1935.
if this bitch came back.
There was no confirmed reports of supernatural activity directly to the Bell Witch. But the locals of Adams, Tennessee have long claimed that strange phenomenon never truly stopped, suggesting the witch's presence still lingers in the area, particularly the area of the Bell Witch Cave.
Dude, I knew there was a cave.
There's a cave.
That's the only thing I knew about the Bell Witch was that
the cave is the leading theory as to where this thing came from. Are you ready? This cave thing is... Buckle up, buddy.
Hold on. Let me pour this bear. Hold on. I'll tell you when I'm buckled. We're ready.
So the Bell Witch Cave sits on the old Bell family property in Adams, Tennessee. It's a natural limestone cave that locals say was used by the Bell children for exploring and playing.
This is still there today.
This is still there today.
They didn't,
you can go see it. You have to sign a waiver before you go in, and it's said if you take a stone from that, the witch will hunt you and harm you till she gets that stone back.
Let's go take a stone.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna bring it to my brother-in-law Sam.
Yeah, that's right.
Throw it in his window.
We'll go there with him and be like, "Hey Sam, put this in your pocket." Oh, all right.
Hey Sam, this is supposed to give you free beer for life.
Oh gosh. If you lick it, it tastes like nugget nectar. Over time, stories spread that the witch moved into the cave after John Bell's death, her new home after leaving the Bell house. To this day, visitors claim to hear whispers, footsteps, cold drafts, and even laughter deep inside the cave. Some believe that this cave became the final resting place or the spiritual anchor of the Bell Witch after the haunting ended. The idea is that she attached herself to the land, and the cave acts as a spiritual gateway or a doorway where her energy remains strong.
Maybe that's where she was conceived.
So here's the thing, okay, with this cave.
Mm-hmm.
After the Bells, years after John Bell's death and everything, they actually found a body on the property. The way the body was buried was straight up and down, which can lead to this Native American tribe out of, I think it was like the Mississippi Delta. But they were known to be in this area at the time. There is this thought, I guess they found more bodies on this piece of land within the property right above the cave. They think that these Native Americans made that a burial ground right above the cave, and that underneath in the cave, the shamans of the tribe would go down there and conjure up spirits of the deceased warriors and family members of the tribe that died.
Damn.
They think in doing that, it created a tear in the veil of our world and the afterlife.
I can't comprehend all this. Keep going.
There was a paranormal investigator, and dude, I tried to find this video. I read descriptions on it, everything. I could not find this video. This paranormal investigator set up cameras down there. Within one of the videos, out of thin air, you can see a door swing open. Two shadow figures come out of the door close, and everything vanishes. They think this cave is a literal doorway to the afterlife. And it would explain that there were times where the Bell Witch sounded different at different times. Could have been different entities. It would also explain why the wife Lucy, why the witch helped her that day to not be sick. Because this was a totally different spirit than the original spirit. It's great. It is a lot to comprehend, but it's like, damn. Do people say that cave is creepy as fuck?
How deep does this cave go?
2 inches.
Yeah, but if you're a grower.
Oh, I don't know how. I guess
inches?
it's a pretty significant cave. You can rent the cave out, and it's not that pricey.
You can rent the cave out.
You can for a ghost hunt.
Who the hell do you rent it out to? Like
me and you.
Well, I mean, like who do you pay?
The people that own the property.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The state of Tennessee.
Yeah, there's people that own the property. When they moved into the house, the farmhouse on the property, they actually discovered this book. It's a book written by all the previous tenants about all the crazy shit that goes on at the house.
Damn. Within
the first night of moving in, they heard the sound of what sounded like a box falling down and glass shattering. Hit the Stone Cold music. Okay, we're back because we don't want to get hit with too much copyright for that. Glass shattering. And they went and looked at the book the next day, and previous tenants are like, oh, yeah, you hear glass shatter all the time. Because none of their boxes were tipped over or anything. There's nothing broken. It's just like you just hear Stone Cold just comes there all the time. I figured to raid their beer fridge.
I figured this bitch knew ahead of time about Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like, she knew what he was going to become.
So, yeah, people say that the cave is a thin place, a spot where the barrier between the worlds is weaker. So natural caves with their depth and echoing chambers have long been tied to myths of underworld and spirits. If the Bell Witch was a supernatural being, a spirit, a demon, or something else, this could have been her entry and exit point into our world.
Has anybody ever stayed in the cave, like slept in the cave?
Stayed all night in the cave and stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, fuck that.
I mean,
Would you?
I don't know.
You'd stay
dude.
down with Skippy.
No, dude, Skip's different though. I don't know. There's something about an energy within an insane asylum versus the energy of just something that's just total otherworldly.
Yeah.
I don't know. Especially this place. Because when I read through that whole story, at no point do I think, yeah, this witch just is misunderstood. No, I mean,
She's understood.
Yeah, she's understood. She gets her message across quite clear.
Yeah. Don't worry, you'll get on our folklore scoreboard, bitch.
Bull. Yeah, you will. Yeah.
Yeah.
If Corey gives you a 16, I'll throat punch him.
Yeah.
For you. For sure. And there's also other theories that go onto this one. I didn't really get too much into it. There's the poltergeist, because a lot of it's around Betsy.
Who the fuck's Betsy?
She is the daughter.
There was like 12 daughters. Kids.
Just Esther and Betsy, the only two I named.
Oh, yeah.
There's also a theory. I don't want to say I believe or don't believe this theory, okay?
Ooh, it's going to be a good theory if you're in the middle.
Yeah. So, this theory states that, like I talked about earlier, John Bell married his wife when she was 12. All this activity started when Betsy turned 12. Could there have been some molestation going on within the house? This is a theory. This is a well-discussed theory online. And if this theory would pose true, a lot of it would line up because a lot of the other Bell's older kids were moved out and married at this time. So there's the thought that it's a poltergeist type spirit that was there because that something was causing harm to Betsy.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times when these poltergeist spirits are there, yeah, they are there manifested from the teenage hormone and all that, but they're also attack the teenage girl. It's not like she's the cause of it, so they leave her alone. She's usually a part of it. And she was the one that got slapped, scratched, and all that when she'd be sleeping. But there's a thought that that's why it would target John Bell. There's also the thought that the family, the women of the family, are you ready for this?
Oh, I'm ready.
Learned ventriloquism.
Like with a dummy?
No dummy. They just used their voice.
Oh.
Just their voice. Yeah. No, they didn't have dummies. They just used the witch as their dummy.
Okay.
So they would throw their voice and everything to get back at the dad for what she was doing to their daughter, to drive him mad and over time kill him. That's why, and what works in that theory is John Bell's whole thing of don't tell anybody what's going on here. Because it was said that the witch would say out loud what was going on within the family.
Damn.
That's a big theory. I don't know if I believe it or not. I'm not.
Is there like a theory you're leaning towards?
Ooh, man. Dude, the cave being under an Indian burial ground with Shaolin priests and stuff within the Native American tribe going down there. I lean towards a door was open.
Yeah.
I could also see if there was a door open and maybe the other stuff was going on. Like maybe there was some bad stuff going on within that family, because it also needs to be said, I said at the beginning that John Bell was a elder at the church. He was well respected with the community.
They're always the ones you got to watch out for.
He lost his position as the elder of a church because they had slaves back then. He had actually lent his slave to another person within the church and was charging them an absurd amount of money to use his slave. So they thought that was dishonest of him. They kicked him out. Basically, over time, everything that this guy built, his reputation and all that, gradually just got torn down little by little by little to where he had absolutely nothing and just that far off stare at the very end. What do you think?
This is a lot to take in. I mean, we might need a whole another episode for what the fuck I think.
Man.
I mean, I kind of like the theory, like what you said about the with the cave and like the natives and stuff. I kind of like that, but I could also see how this the dad could have, sexually abused,
Yeah.
The daughter.
And the issue with that theory is, like, on paper it looks really good, but there's evidence that that's happened. And that's where I don't like to just take somebody that's deceased and it's like, yeah, maybe this works. So let's just say that he molested his daughter. I just don't. I don't feel right doing that.
No, yeah, like I don't feel right doing that. But like, if you read between the lines, like you can make it make sense.
Oh, it does make sense. Yeah, it's not this far off crazy theory for sure.
And like the only reason I even consider that as being a possibility is because like I used to work with juveniles and I've dealt with families where this type of thing has happened, and I could like I said, read between the lines and see it playing out that way just based off of my experience.
And even if this did happen, I don't want to say that ventriloquism could be it. I think you could still have the cave and this happen. And that's just the perfect storm to bring some kind of poltergeist out of this cave in the form of this super powerful witch. Because this witch has not been that powerful on this property since all this happened. You don't think she wants to be up there laughing, swinging from the trees, doing all that stuff?
And you said that she didn't come till like a year after they were there?
It was a while till they were there, yeah.
Is that when the daughter turned like 12?
Right around that time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so... Interesting, yeah.
It was right around the time that some of the older kids had built their own houses and got married, so they weren't sharing a room with as many people and stuff like that.
Has there been, like, any... I mean, I know you went over that Reddit story recently, but has there been any other, like, more recent experiences in that area?
There's been more of just a traditional haunting.
Yeah.
Just stuff being moved, doors slams. There has never been anything to the extreme of the original Bell Witch birth to ever happen there. There's been creepy shit that's gone on there.
And, like, do you know if, like, this family actually lived there? Like, was there, like, proof that they lived there? Or
the Bells?
The Bells,
yeah. There's proof they lived there, yeah.
Okay.
This was the original home they built.
Yeah.
Yeah, they found... so most of the story that we know came from one of the brothers' journals.
Oh, okay.
And that's how we know what we know.
Damn.
Yeah.
So it has a little bit of credibility.
Seems it, yeah. I mean, it's just... And like I said, people still say to the day that there's just a different feeling when you go in that cave on the property.
So where's this at again in Tennessee? Because I'm going to be going to Nashville here. I wonder if I could take like a piss stop in...
So it's in like Adams, Tennessee. Let me take a... This is going to be pretty well north of Nashville.
North of Nashville.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, it's over to the left.
Yeah. To the left. Or west.
Yeah.
West, as people would say. But yeah, that's what I have for this episode on the Bell Witch. Which brings us to the time.
Folk lore score.
Let's do it.
All right, we're back with that folklore score, baby.
Dude, this... Mine is freaking high. This might be the highest. I gotta look on the sheet. This might be the highest I have ever done anything on a folklore.
Dude, mine's
score.
pretty Snoop Doggy high too.
Dude, is Krampus in trouble right now?
Let me see. I hope, dude. My boy better not be in trouble.
Is Krampus in trouble right now, dude?
Dude, he might be.
All right, you ready for the big unveil?
Yeah.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. 39.
40, dude. That bitch is number 1, dude.
We got a new champion.
Taking down the Krampus.
The cream always rises to the top.
Dude, freaking.
Fuck.
Whoa, 79.
We were like spot on.
Dude, we were. Damn. Our scores are totally different. That's what I think's funny. Man, dude, I knew Krampus has been not. He almost made it a full year.
He almost made it till Christmas.
He almost made it till Christmas, but he ain't coming this Christmas.
Son of
folks.
a bitch.
The Bell Witch is knocking on your door.
Oh,
All right, let's go over this quick. Spookiness.
I gave it 10.
I gave it a 10, dude. Swinging from the trees, yanking out its hair,
Pretty
killing
spooky.
people.
Yeah.
Historical cultural significance.
I gave it a 6.
I gave it a 5
Yeah, we're right there in the mid.
for sure. Believability. I gave it another 5.
I gave it a 7. I don't know. I thought it was quite believable because you just had me convinced, baby.
Dude, hey, that's what I'm talking about. Uniqueness. I gave it a 10.
I gave it 8.
Fucking killed a
I was
guy.
up- yeah, I was up there.
And threat level, I gave it a 10.
I gave it an 8 too. Fucking significant danger. Watch your booty.
Yeah, it killed a guy. That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
10. 10.
Yeah.
Dude,
Damn.
we got to adjust the whole entire board.
Yeah, that's all you.
Damn it.
That was your topic.
Oh, man, it takes so long to do because I might just take that with me.
Take it home.
I might have to. It's going to take so long to get that old ass freaking
I'll give you
shit
the
off.
take the eraser with you.
Damn it. That thing
Damn.
doesn't work at all, that eraser.
Well, it's not gonna anymore.
No.
You need a magic eraser.
Shoot.
Damn, that's another episode of the Kraken Cans Cast. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Go ahead and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok.
Make sure you give us a 5-star review if you liked what we heard. If you did give us a 5-star review, all you got to do is take a quick Snapchat of that. Snapchat.
Yeah, you can Snapchat it to me.
Yeah. Take a big quick snapshot of that thing. Email it to us at krakencanscast@gmail.com. We respond to every email, so if you have a topic you want to hear, you just want to reach out to us and say hi, reach out.
Yeah. We'll respond in 2 hours.
Dude, we do have pretty good unless we're sleeping.
Or if we're going to let this one ride out a little bit.
Yeah, sometimes you get them and it's just like, what did we say?
It's like, we know this person needs to wait a little bit because we don't want to jump on that too quick.
We don't want to seem, we don't want to seem too desperate.
Yeah.
But we'll
But
get
we
to
are
you.
pretty desperate.
We'll get back pretty fast,
Yeah.
don't worry.
We will respond.
So with that, I'm Crack Daddy Mike, the presenter of the new #1 folklore score champion of the world.
The Bell Witch. Damn it. I'm going to have to, dude, I'm going to have to do some research so I can find the new champ to take down that bitch.
Dude, good luck.
I know, dude.
That was crazy. That's why I've been putting this one off for so long, because I knew it was going to be so awesome. I wanted to make sure I did it justice.
Shit. Well, that was Mike. I'm the BK Corey. That's BK Corey with an E.
Yep.
And I'm out.
And he's stupid.
Mike's dumb.
Stupid.
Dumb.
Stupid.
Dumb.
Stupid.
Dumb.
Stupid.
Dumb.
Stupid. Hey, stupid.